My name is Stacy Lauber, and this is from Management 4710 Final Project. This project is about Herman Miller Incorporated and their unrelenting pursuit of reinvention and renewal. Herman Miller's strategy is one of differentiation and diversification. The company has employed a differentiation strategy since its very beginning. It did this successfully by being at the top of its industry in regards to innovation in processes and products. Herman Miller has employed a diversification strategy by extending its reach from the office furniture industry to also include furniture products for the home, healthcare, and educational industries, along with office accessories. Herman Miller's strategy involves impeccable treatment of all of its employees, and they in turn strive for the good of the collective whole. Another aspect of Herman Miller's strategy is its commitment to sustainability and ongoing environmental advocacy. Lastly, Herman Miller continues to pursue international growth. Do I believe that this gives them a competitive advantage? Yes. There is evidence that it has produced a competitive advantage through their ongoing innovative designs, their ability to regroup and refocus in difficult times, strong management, and excellent human resource management, and by continuing to be an industry leader in environmental advocacy and sustainability practices. As far as Herman Miller's financial strategy goes, in 2008 to 2010, actually, there was a dip in profitability. Leverage ratios climbed during the recession between 2008 and 2009, but went back down by 2010 due to the sale of over 3 million shares of Herman Miller stock. By 2011, the profitability ratios start climbing upwards, showing improvement and growth. By 2013, Herman Miller seemed to have survived the recession and was back in a strong financial position to continue to pursue growth. Herman Miller does have a successful strategy execution. How do they manage to do this? One way is through strong management. One way that Herman Miller's management team is such a success is by leading by example. One way they have done this in the past is by taking pay cuts when the need called for it. Many companies would not, well, their CEOs would not consider doing this, but not the case with Herman Miller. Board members were held to standards consistent with the corporate beliefs at Herman Miller and its ESOP program. Management encouraged all of the employees to develop leadership skills and share new ideas. And one of the best ways that management has shown strength at Herman Miller is the ability they have had to morph and reinvent themselves when the times called for it. Marketing has been huge as far as their successful strategy goes. Herman Miller employs a green marketing strategy to promote its products. For example, the Mira chair. They promoted this product by letting people know that it was produced with recycled materials and that it was assembled with 100% renewable energy. Builders could earn points towards LEED certification by using Herman Miller products in their buildings. Herman Miller has also been involved in cooperative advertising with strategic partners. For example, Hilton Garden Inn has used Herman Miller's Mira chair in some of its rooms. Well, in those rooms there's a card telling consumers how to adjust the chair, but also where to go on their website if they would like to purchase one. Herman Miller divided its market into home, work, healthcare, education, and government segments. Many products were marketed across all segments. They also track their marketing efforts geographically. This helps to better analyze the market and also offer better promotional materials. Herman Miller is successful as far as production and operations. They are positioned globally as far as manufacturing goes, with operations in the US, Europe, and also Asia. They employ a lean manufacturing technique. Actually, these lean techniques became known as the Herman Miller production system. Standard lead time for most products is 10 to 20 days, which made inventory turnover high rather. Their HMPS utilized a just-in-time process where materials were purchased as needed on the basis of orders. Also, outsourcing parts from strategic suppliers allowed Herman Miller to limit its fixed production costs. Another way that Herman Miller has managed to be successful at strategy execution is through human resource management. They treat their employees impeccably. Often listed in Fortune's 100 Best Companies to Work For, this company really knows how to treat each person in their community. Fortune estimated that voluntary turnover was less than 2% at Herman Miller. They offer a profit-sharing program along with stock purchase plan, which was offered at 15% discounted rate from the market price. All employees are offered a 401k and a retirement income plan. Length of service bonus paid after 5 years of employment. Annual bonus paid to all employees based on company performance. And many other benefits, including not only your standard benefits but also wellness benefits, things like tuition reimbursement, product discounts, flexible schedules, concierge services, on-site services, etc. Whenever possible, Herman Miller tries to promote from within the company. Herman Miller's organizational culture includes one of unification. One way they promote unification is by publishing their own list of valued beliefs on their website. This is to bring everyone together. Innovation. Since its inception, Herman Miller has used innovation to stay ahead of the game. Human compassion. One example of this would be that all of Herman Miller's employees had an opportunity to work 16 hours paid with a charity of their choice. Care for the environment. Herman Miller has been an industry leader in setting standards as far as going green and care for the environment and sustainability. Healthy pursuit of growth. All companies want to grow, but Herman Miller's focus has been on healthy growth. Holistic view of success goes hand in hand with this, really. It's not just about moving forward and growing and being successful as a company, but the success of everyone involved. Company values. This comes from Herman Miller's own list, but just to elaborate quickly, curiosity and exploration. It's what drives innovation at Herman Miller. Engagement. Keeping the employees engaged makes them more accountable. They care, they're loyal. Performance. You can't be a leader without a high level of performance. Inclusiveness. At Herman Miller, it's not just about tolerance, but embracing what makes each person unique. Design. It's not how it looks, it's not how it works, but it's the vision of both together. Foundations. Herman Miller believes in appreciation for the legacy that was left for them, but not living in the past, using it as a springboard into the future. A better world. Leaving it better than you found it is a big belief at Herman Miller. Transparency. It gives birth to trust. letting your decisions and everything be known to people. As far as recommendations for Herman Miller, based on the history of the company, there's no need to radically change its strategy due to economic conditions. They've been down and out before and always managed to come back. On the other hand, there is always room for improvement. Management should reevaluate the way they implement their strategy to cut costs and become more efficient. Some suggestions would be as follows. Reevaluate overseas markets. Herman Miller is in 100 countries. Are they all successful? Let's hone in on where we need to work. In 2013, Herman Miller saw double-digit sales growth in its specialty and consumer segment. A continued effort to grow this market and cater to these consumers would be profitable. A continued focus on emerging markets where the acquisition of Posh was a success. And a look outside of the office furniture industry to pursue new possibilities. We're already doing that with our work in healthcare and education. Let's continue to do that. Acquisitions and divestitures. This will eventually help Herman Miller cut cost by giving control over more of its own processes and letting go of pieces of the company that are not performing as successfully as they should. These are my recommendations. And this is Herman Miller. My name is Stacy Lauber, and thank you for listening.